Hello, Froggy here, and today we'll be getting outside the box in the Hallowed Rift, which you may remember from the Hawkmoon mission. We'll be doing this with the Interdimensional Hub Breach. So first we're going to want to get out of map in the Reservoir 2.0 area where you do the Hawkmoon mission. We'll be doing this to set our ghost point. So I'm just going to fly over to above where the ship is and where you would take the portal to go to Hallowed Rift within the mission. JB3 is going to be helping out with getting the res. So to identify where the hub is, you'll want to have someone inside of Hallowed Rift to point out when they can see whatever title you have equipped. That will be your indicator that you are within the hub. Since we don't have an auto-res, we need to use the cross-region resing that the hub allows. Positioning is pretty important here. You want to be as far to the left as possible while remaining within the hub zone. This is because otherwise you're likely going to spawn within the load zone, which wouldn't be much good. With your ghost point set, it's time to fast travel to the sludge. We'll be dying to the Hallowed Rift load zone via the Hallowed Grove. I've used this out of map quite a bit. It is very handy for things on this side of the map. You'll probably want to clear out some of the enemies here to make it a little bit easier. For some reason, they didn't spawn this time, so that's convenient. You can jump up on a lot of these rock surfaces, though. It can be easy to slip off them if you're not quite sure which to jump on. Stasis can of course make climbing this a lot easier, but you can also just use some sword swings. You can also jump right up to this part by just dropping off like you saw there. It's a bit faster than my previous ways of doing that. And this part can be particularly annoying because there are some kind of push barriers here, and we want to get to the other side to be able to safely drop down into the next bit. So you want to go over this little section of tree here. Going underneath it, you're liable to get caught in a turn back. So just climb over these tree roots, and we're going to drop in the back. In general, this is a pretty good way to die to load zones. Just hug the wall here, and hopefully you will find yourself where you set your ghost point before. Now you just need to get someone to res you. If you improperly set your ghost, you might have this happen. You can see it's a little bit further to the right than it should be. And I'm immediately back in the reservoir. So, this time my ghost is in the correct position. And as long as I don't walk forwards here, I'm good to go. Although, the view isn't very good right now. If this happens to you, you'll probably want to wait for the day-night cycle until your starting area becomes clear. At that point, you're free to fly around. Unfortunately, this is probably one of the least interesting out-of-boxes in the ETZ. you basically only have the area you start from and the Hallowed Rift itself. Although it is kind of neat to be able to see it from way above. See the chess pieces over there and the end of that tunnel. Go ahead and get a nice view of the top here. Well, you can see the outside via just getting out in the Hallowed Rift via Hallowed Grove. You would otherwise be trapped inside of the box. And from here, we have no such restrictions. It is nice to get a bird's eye view of the Hawkmoon area. This isn't, of course, the first time that's been doable. It's possible to res breach outside of the initial area and outside of Reservoir 2.0, but it is very difficult and inconsistent to pull off. If you really wanted to, you could use this to get from Reservoir to Hallowed Rift without bothering with the portals. You would simply need to drop down at the right area and go through the turnback. Although, not like this. Well, hopefully you enjoy the view and happy exploring.